Hi, my name is Hannah Britton, and I am one of Awson's closest friends. I have known Awson for as long as I can remember. Growing up, Awson and I experienced everything together, from the failures to the accomplishments and everything in between. Awson has truly always been my biggest competition, but my biggest supporter. Awson encompasses everything that a true leader should be. He is compassionate, caring, hardworking, and undeniably kind-hearted. Awson truly is an inspiration to every person that he meets.
Even though Awson is younger than me, and I won't let him forget it, I have grown up with Awson being one of my greatest role models throughout my entire life. Ever since preschool, Awson has had the special ability to bring out the best in everyone around him through his constant positivity and his never-ending optimism. Awson can make everyone around him smile, and I know that he has served his office this year through his whole heart. So, without further ado, we would like to introduce our best friend, your 2019-2020 State President, Awson Wheeler.
There I was, on a covert operation. Task, get from my bed to the couch, unnoticed by the bogies that were everywhere. I had to army crawl out of my room, constantly checking over my shoulder for spies, and in desperate need of some water. As I rounded the corner, there it was, the couch. But as I looked up over it, I saw them, the bogies. They were all laughing and watching TV when the show cut to commercial, and a bogey turned around laughing and made direct eye contact with me. I'd been seen and scurried back under my blankets. Safe. When I was 6, it felt like a covert operation or even task to connect with people and feel involved. I grew up the youngest in my family and felt defined by that. Closed off because of my age or my experiences, making it nearly impossible to feel accepted by the people that I hold closest. I felt that the people in my life were bogies, and I've never felt worse than when I felt alone, when really all I wanted to do was watch TV with my family and feel a part of them. We've all felt like we weren't accepted from one time to another, and I think that that is the worst feeling in the world. My mom used to tell me that the people who love you will always be there for you. However, I'd like to add that you have to open up to the people that love you and show them how you feel. It is a mission that we all fear because we don't know the outcome. But more times than not, people meet those expressed feelings only with love and a want of growth for you and for themselves. But we have all been there. We've all faced people who didn't accept us for who we are and have put us down. That's why we're afraid to show who we are. We're afraid of what other people think and that they won't accept us. From what I've learned this last year, what really matters is if you love and accept yourself. The person that you'll be spending the most time with in your life is yourself. And I'll admit that at some times in my life, I didn't love myself. And that was the root of most of my grief. I just lost my self-worth. But once I found it again, I came back stronger than ever and was happy, made new friends, and even repaired some damaged friendships. We are all worth so much, but sometimes we are too blind to see what we can really do. The first step is to accept yourself and love the quirks that make you you, and express yourself in a way that makes you happy. Once you have that, your happiness and light will attract other people who will love you for who you truly are. There was this one time I was on the west side of Washington with my dad, hauling some hay and shoeing some horses. I was an awkward teenager at the time and was awful at talking to people. My dad, though, he had a gift. He could connect with anyone, anywhere. He could literally start a conversation, and by the end of it, they'd be best friends. I remember sitting and waiting for a movie to start and watching my dad walk over to a random stranger, start a casual conversation with them. While I was watching him, I remember thinking, wow, I wanted to be able to do that. I wanted to be able to connect with anyone that I met and be able to be friends with anyone. There's nothing more heartwarming than connecting with someone and sharing with them laughter or tears and being able to speak your mind and being respected for what you thought. People say strive for money, prestige, or even fame. I say strive for connection. It is the thing in your life that'll bring you the most joy. From watching my niece finally understand how to multiply, to seeing my friends succeed in the CDEs and LDEs that they are competing in, now that I've taken the time and put in the work to connect with the people that I love, I've never felt happier. These are connections that we should hold on to. They are ones that help us, bring us joy, and enrich our lives. So many people are unhappy, lonely, lost even, because they don't have the love that they need. However, family and connections keep our spirits high and our hearts strong. Family isn't necessarily bound by blood. It's connected by shared experiences and a love for one another. So, if you're feeling lonely or just in need of a friend like me so many years ago, take a note from my dad's book and go walk up to a stranger and try to get to know them. And who knows, in 5 minutes, they could be your friend. And in a year, they could be your family. Thank you, Washington FFA, for being my family.
I'm grateful for Awson's ambition. Awson has always been always willing to go out and meet new people. Like, for instance, we were at a gas station one time and he just would go up and talk to a total stranger, and his ability to connect with random people is what really sets Awson apart. People are really drawn to him because of his natural way of being approachable.
I'll probably miss his personality. He's always there for us. He's just really caring. I mean, anytime we see him a little bit upset, he is the first person that's like, hey, what's going on? And so I think I'll really miss that because he's been there for me a few times when I've needed it the most.
What I love most about Awson is how he is really outgoing and he just always finds a need and fills it whenever we are at an event or something. He is really quick to find whoever's in charge and ask them how he can help, and I think that's really inspiring to the team and to the members.
So I think that the impact that Awson had on Washington FFA was his ability to interact with the members. It really inspired me. I had a hard time kind of just being able to get myself out there and just easily talked with members, and that came extremely natural to Awson. He was always talking with members and engaged with them and listening to their stories, and as well as sharing his story. And I thought that was really amazing, and he impacted many members across the state and had a big impact on Washington FFA.
I would say his willingness to go out and meet new people and build a connection with them, and just his want and desire to get to know them. Like, he can walk up to a complete stranger and walk away like knowing half their life story. He's just so interested in people and their stories and what they have to offer this world, and I think that's something that not a lot of people possess, and so it's something really unique and something that I admire about him.
I would describe Awson as a truly selfless and loving person. He always puts others first, and he's always trying to find a way to bring joy into other people's lives.
Awson. Everything you do with all your heart and care. Your ability to connect with members and have a conversation with new people is something we all strive for. This year, your consideration for others and love for FFA made your hard work pay off and gave you 5 great friends. You never think twice about trying something new, even if it's made with tongue. Love, the ACA officers. Yay, Awson! The chair will now entertain a motion to accept Awson Wheeler's retiring address.
I move that the Washington State FFA organization accepts Awson Wheeler's retiring address, raising as his resignation from state office, which will become effective at the closing of the new officer installation ceremony.
I support the motion to accept Washington FFA President Awson Wheeler's retiring address.
It has been properly moved to accept State President Awson Wheeler's retiring address. A second is not necessary. All those in favor, please indicate using Facebook reactions or comments. The motion passes. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2019-2020 Washington FFA State President, Awson Wheeler. Yay, Awson! Welcome to the club.
Awesome! Thanks, guys.
Eat a cow tongue again.
Here's something.